If you want to know how to unlock all styles for Toona Fish, go check out the rest of the video. In Season 8 they added a new customizable skin to the game called Toona Fish. He even has an own page in the Battle Pass tab. If you open up the page you can see 21 color bottles you can collect by exploring the island. You can use this to customize Toona Fish. But in order to see them you need to have the Battle Pass. So for example the first color is the Nightly Crimson style. And the good thing about this is that you can see the location in the bottom right. But in case you don't know all the names of these landmarks, let me show you where to go. So let's start with the Nightly Crimson. It's the bottle with the red color and you can find it in the landmark called Fort Crumpet. This landmark can be found in the northwest corner of Leafy Beach, close to Coral Castle. If you get closer to the landmark you will actually see the red bottles show up on the minimap. These are the locations where you can find them. So one of them is more or less on the middle of this tower. And you just have to land on top of them in order to collect them. And if you go down you can find the second location. And a little bit further to this side you can find bottle number 3. So now you've collected all the 3 bottles and you got the Nightly Crimson unlocked. Now go back to the lobby and you will see you completed the quest and you got the Toona Fish Nightly Crimson style. I won't repeat this every time in this video because it will be the same for every style. The second style is called Wildlands Magenta. It can be found in Misty Meadows. It's a POI south of the island. The 3 bottles are like on top of the buildings as you can see in the screen right now. So land on the first one over here. Then get yourself some materials in order to build up. Destroy a tree or anything else. So you can get to the next roof. And from here on you can see the final location in the green building. So move over to that location. Build up a ramp so you can collect the third and final bottle. And there we go. We've unlocked the new style. And the third color is called Cuddly Pink. Therefore you need to go to Steamy stacks. These locations are pretty close to each other. Make your way to the closest stack. And on the map you can see their locations again. So the first one can be found just on top of this stairs that's leading towards the stack. The other one is kinda close inside here. And the third one goes up a little bit towards this tower. And in this corner you can find it. So these are pretty easy. And now you can move on to the next location. And therefore you need to go to Lockies Lighthouse. It's a landmark northwest of the island close to Coral Castle. If you look at the minimap it might be a little bit confusing because they are so close to each other. Because they actually are right on top of each other inside the lighthouse. So the first one is over here outside. And now we have to go all the way up through the stairs. I will be speeding this up a little bit, so you don't have to watch me go all the way up through the stairs. But halfway through we had the second jar, and now you can find the final location. So now you've unlocked the Ruby Red style. And style number 5 is called Renegade Red. And therefore you need to go to Boney Burbs. I hope I can collect all of them without getting eliminated. So start over here, right next to the main building. There we go. I just ignore the rest. I'll keep running. Okay, so I actually didn't survive my first try, so we go again. So the first one was right over there, and the second one is in between these 2 big buildings. And if you go a little bit further on top of this bridge, you can find the third location. Make sure you collect it quick, because there are many people in here who try to get it from you. And style number 6 is called Pumpkin Orange. Therefore you have to go to the orchard. It's the landmark north of Corny Crops. You know, the one with all those apple trees? In the middle of the location, close to the grey building, you can see the first bottle on top of this cart. And if you go to the other side of the orchard, you will see the second location. So these bottles are actually kind of far away from each other. So you have to be a little bit lucky no one's landing with you. But the final location is behind the grey building, inside this small shed. And there you can get it. So you can unlock the style number 6 called Pumpkin Orange. And for the next style you need to go to Catty Corner. So that's all the way on the other side of the island. The style is called Midas Gold. And I recommend to land in the middle of the location. On top of these pallets you can find first bottle. And from here I recommend to go towards the garage next to the gas station. So there was the second location already. And the third location is right here inside the garage. Collect the third bottle so you can go on to the next style. So right now we've had the red, orange and pink colors. And we're going towards yellow. And style number 8 is called Desert Sand. Because this time you can't find them just somewhere on the island. You have to go inside this pink transportation zone. And the first one is starting right over here in the middle of the structure. So if you just get inside here and fly through, you should be able to collect it. You have to aim a little bit for it, but you should be fine going through this beam. And there we go, the third bottle. I've unlocked the Desert Sand style. And the color I'm about to show you might be my favorite one. It's called Banana Yellow, and you can find it in the landmark called Rainbow Rentals. It's the landmark close to Holly Hatches on the south. And the funny part about it is that everything is located in or around the yellow building. And this color is related to the skin for Peely. So therefore it might be one of my favorites. So if you pick it up right there and you go inside the house, you can find the second location on the table. And if you go through the door, you will bump right into the final location. And there we go, we've unlocked the banana style. So now we're almost halfway through and it's time to move on towards the green colors. And for the Leafy green style, you need to make your way towards Stealthy Stronghold. It's the landmark northwest of Pleasant Park. All the bottles are located pretty close to the satellite dish. But there is some elevation, so I recommend to start at the highest point. And that point is right here on top of this broken tower. Try to land on top of it and don't fall down. So you can move on to the next location pretty close to it. And the guy is using a turret. Oh no, he just shot me through it. Okay, so this was just the location where I got eliminated. So I jumped down from here. And if you go towards the satellite, you can find the final location. So now you have the Leafy green style unlocked. Now let's stay in the forest area for the next style called Recruit Green. But this time you have to go to Weeping Woods. Just above the letter P of Weeping Woods you can find a bridge that's going over the water. Land inside the first building to get the first bottle. And I will speed it up a little bit to go to the other side of the bridge. So here on the other side of the bridge you can find the second location. And if you go outside towards the wooden buildings over there, you can find the final bottle. And for style number 12 you have to go to Corny Crops. This time it's called Codename G.R.N, aka Green. Land on the north side of Corny Crops, between these cornfields, and collect the first bottle. The other ones are also hidden between the crops, but you have to walk for a while. So the second one is over there, and the third one is more or less hidden between the fields over there. So let's pick this one up first, and hope no one's sneaking inside one of these fields in here. And then you can see the beam a little bit above it. Here you can collect the third location, the third bottle. And you've unlocked the codename G.R.N in Corny Crops. The next style is called Ghoulish Green. And I think you can guess on which character these colors are based. Anyways, to collect them you have to go to Shanty Town. It's the landmark west of Sludgy Swamp. And it has like a pipe structure in the middle of the location. So you can actually collect this bottle while flying through the sky. And it makes it a little bit easier to collect it. So this is the first one. The second one over here. But you can also use the lily pad to create a little bit more height. But the third one is right over here. So now we've completed the style and we can move on to the next one. This time you have to go to Sludgy Swamp in order to get the Slurp in Turquoise style. So they can all be found inside these small craters over here. So the first one is toward, like, let's say underneath the D of Sludgy. And for the next locations you have to go to the other side of the wall. You can see the little bit of a beam already. There we go, on top of this pipe. And as you look at the minimap, the third and last location is above the W of Swamp. So you have to go past the reboot van, inside the third crater. So we've had some buildings here in the previous seasons, but now they are gone. And all the way over here you can find the third bottle. And you've unlocked a new style. And the next color I'm about to show you is called Diamond Blue. And collecting these bottles is actually a little bit trickier, because you have to go to Gorge's Gorge. It's the waterfall northwest of Lazy Lake. The first one is very close to the edge of the waterfall, but in order to create some speed you have to go inside the river a little bit earlier. So somewhere here, and I'll hope I can make it the first try. So you jump up and you actually collect 2 in the sky and the third one down here. So that one over there, I missed it with a few inches, so let me quick get some resources to build up. Okay, so there we go, building up. I got myself some materials. And now we've collected the final bottle for this style. And I hope someone's coming down right now so I can get him eliminated. And for style number 16, you need to land inside the Coral Castle POI. This style is called Frozen Brew and they can be found in a straight line next to each other. Land on the first location outside, get yourself some materials and move on to the next location. So therefore you have to go to the main building, build over the small puddle of water, and then you can go on to the third location to also unlock this style. For the Crystalline blue style, you have to go to one of those pink or purple transportation tubes again. It's the one near Dirty Docks. I recommend to start over here, close to this crane. And from here you can go through this transportation. The first one will be found right over there. And if you go through a little bit up, you can find the second location. Nearly missed it, by the way. And the third one is right over here. So now you've got the Crystalline blue style. And you can move on to the next location. Next up in line is Bright purple. And therefore we have to go to one of the oldest POIs in Fortnite, Retail Row. Make your way to the black top building east of the location. And these bottles are actually very close to each other. So the first one is just outside this small shop over here. The second one is on top of the counter. And the third one is right around the corner. This might be the easiest style to unlock. And for style number 19 you have to go to the crash site between Holly Hatches, Believer Beach and Boney Burbs. And I recommend to start right over here close to the old Flopper Pond location. If you come from this side you can see all the big parts of the mothership. So if you go up here you can find the first location. Go through a little bit to get the second one. And if you go around the corner near the rest of the crash part, here you can find the third bottle. So now we only have 2 more locations to go. Style number 20 is called Robotic Grey. Therefore you have to go to the crash site close to Dirty Docks and Lake Canoe. You can see the old IO base very close to it. So the first bottle can be found right on top of this part over here. And the second one is actually a little bit up here. So let's see if I can build towards it. There we go. On top of the parts of the old IO base. And the third location is down here in this corner. And now you've completed the Robotic Grey style in the Destroyed Dish POI. Now let's move on to the final style called Stone Grey. You can find the bottles on top of the snowy mountains south of Misty Meadows. It's the one west to one of those IO guard locations. Land right on top of the mountain to get yourself the first bottle. And from here it's just a slide down the mountain to collect the final style. I will speed it up a little bit so you don't have to see me go down the mountain all the way. And here we go, we collected the Stone Grey style on Mount F8. And now we can go back to the lobby because we've completed all these styles. And here's a map with all the bottle locations on the island. Big shout out to Fortnite.gg for creating this picture. And there we go, we've collected all the styles. So this page is full and now you're able to go to the second page in order to unlock some extra styles. So this page and the previous page correlate to each other because you need to have this Nightly Crimson style in order to get the Red Knight style unlocked. But the only thing you have to do right now is collect these rainbow inks. The way you can get these inks is by opening up a chest of any kind for a chance to collect rainbow ink. So at the moment I have 25, so I'm able to choose 2 of these characters to get unlocked. This season you don't have to do it through any kind of cosmic chest. I mean they're still there, but you can also get it from a normal chest and you can do it all by yourself. In order to unlock this page you need 210 of these rainbow inks. But there's even a third page and that's the one over here. In 17 days from now they will show you which styles you can unlock after you've done even more. And the amount you need for this one is 315. So that's a total of 525 rainbow inks you need to collect in order to get all the styles. So good luck. So in order to change your outfit you have to go and use edit style. So I just unlocked myself the Peely version. But if you don't want to do it yet with the rainbow ink, you can also go to the second page of the character styles. These are the custom styles and you can change the hat. You can change the belt. You can change his arms. His hands, just everything on the skin. So now you can just totally customize your Toona Fish skin. Isn't that awesome? So leave a like if this video was useful, subscribe to my channel, make sure you turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video. My name's RodKK, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.